This exercise is saying write out the whole number below in words, and you can see the number has just come into view. So let's consider an approach to this. So we're looking at writing whole numbers as words. Every digit in a number has a place value. So when we consider the number for this exercise, what we can do, we can place it in a table that has appropriate headings to each of the columns. And you can see here, we have that table. And if you look here, you can see the headings to all of the columns, units, tens, hundreds, all the way up to millions. Now, what I'm going to do is to place all of the digits in the number given for this exercise into this table, as you can see. Now, every digit in this number is that digit multiplied by its place value. Now, I'm going to let this animation run forward, and if you're unsure as to what's happening, I covered this in the previous video. So we will set it off, and we can see this is showing us the values of each of the digits. If I take the 3, for example, we can see that that is in the millions column. So this becomes 3 times 1 million, which we know to be 3 million. If I take this 2 as another example, we can see that's in the 10,000s column. So this becomes 2 times 10,000, which is 20,000. If I take this 2, it's the same digit as we've just been looking at, but this digit is in the hundreds column. Consequently, we have 2 lots of 100, which gives us 200. And I'll leave you to inspect the values of the other columns. Let's take another look at this table. And I'm going to include 2 lines, and these lines are splitting the figure up into groups of 3. Here we can see one grouping of 3. Here's another grouping of 3, and this is just a digit by itself. So if we look at these 3 digits, what we can say is that this is 210.7. But of course, we would not normally say that. When you see a 1 and a 7 next to each other, we usually refer to that as 17. So this is 217. So these 3 digits in words are 217. Let's now turn our attention to this grouping, these 3 digits. And if you look, you can see these digits have these column headings. And these columns all have one thing in common. This is 100,000, this is 10,000s, and this is thousands. And all of these columns are examples of thousands. For the moment, let's ignore the fact that these 3 digits are in columns that are thousands. And let's consider it as if it was a number by itself. Well, it would be 428. So we can read this part of the number as 428,000. So we have 3,428,217. And you can write that in words as shown here. 3,428,217. This 3 million is this number. 428,000 is these 3 digits. 217 is these 3 digits.